Good morning, guys. Hope you're having an amazing day. It is Ping here. Today I am in the city of Guanajuato, and of course the best way to understand a city is to explore its food scene, which is exactly what we're going to do today. We've currently come to Market Hidalgo. This is one of the biggest markets with tons and tons and tons of food options. So hopefully we can get some food and have some breakfast. Let's go ahead and start eating our way through Guanajuato. First stop of the day, we've come to a place known as Loncheria El Chino, and they're right here in the market. There's tons of stalls open. Actually, not that many stalls are open, but this one is popular. It's so many people are sitting around here, so I knew I had to come and give it a try. I'm super excited for what I got because this is something that I've been wanting to try since I've come to Mexico. This is a chilaquile. And it's basically like a bunch of chips, but with like salsa and everything. I'm actually not sure what it is, but in this dish it comes with chicken or eggs, and I decided to go with chicken. The best part about this is that the whole meal is like a full complete meal. So it comes with bread, and it also comes with fruit and juice. So first off, let's go ahead and try the orange juice. Let's see if it's as good as the ones in Monterrey. Oh, you know, I thought that it was gonna be worse than what I had in Monterrey, but it's fresh and it's just as good. It's not as sweet as Monterrey. I think the oranges in Monterrey and Nuevo León are just better, but that's fresh, that's good, that's delicious. All right, let's go ahead and start digging into these chilaquiles. I'm gonna first go in for the chips part. As you can see, it's covered in this like red salsa, and they just put on some fresh onions on top, which, I mean, how am I gonna say no to fresh onions? But let's go ahead and try out the chilaquiles. Well, it's exactly what I imagined it would be. It's literally tortilla chips covered in salsa. And I mean, it's good. I just don't understand why like there's such a big hype about it, because it's literally just chips and salsa. But just cooked in salsa. Well, it's interesting, it's good, it's good. Alright, let's go ahead and try the chicken as well. I'm gonna get the chicken with some of the chilaquiles, with some of the chips. Oh, some of these chips on the bottom have become a little bit soggy from the salsa, so let's go ahead and try this out. That chicken is really, really nice and soft. You can tell that it's shredded, so it's really, really smooth. The surprising thing is actually, for me, the chicken, which is cooked in this like green salsa apparently, is spicier than the actual chilaquiles themselves. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be the case, but at least that's what I'm tasting. And finally, of course, this also comes with some beans, so I'm gonna try get some of the beans and the chilaquiles together. Let's go for it. Oh, don't sleep on those beans. Usually when you get beans, it's like mushy and, you know, bean flavored, which is good. But here, I'm getting so much of like a toasted, roasty bean flavor. I think they toast the beans before they make it into the sauce, which really makes a difference here, because you get that roasted, sort of toasted flavor. Don't sleep on those beans. I thought the beans were just gonna be like, you know, they're just there. But oh, no, 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 no. These beans are not playing around. They are here to be serious, and they really, really have a lot of flavor. I mean, total price for the entire meal, that means with the fruit, with the bread and everything, the set, 75 pesos. Extremely, extremely affordable. But for me, I mean, it's a chilaquile. I've never had one before. I've tried it. I want to say like, it's basically just chips covered in salsa in my opinion. But it's still really, really good. And of course, the beans, don't sleep on those beans. They've toasted it, they've roasted it. It's absolutely delicious. So don't sleep on those beans, because they will definitely be probably the highlight of the dish. Well, that was a delicious meal, but what I didn't realize about chilaquiles is that they will fill you up. I am absolutely stuffed. Like, I cannot take another bite. That full set is just so much food. I mean, you've got bread, you've got chips, It's really gonna fill you. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'll see you guys when we eat again. Alright, it's later in the day. I think I'm ready to get some food. Let's go see what else is in the market. Well, next stop of the day, we've come to a place known as Carnitas Salmon. I love their logo. They have a cute little pig, but what they don't know is that we're gonna eat that little pig. But what I've gotten is they only had one thing left because everything was sold out. But the torta. The torta is that sandwich, and they've got a lot of pork inside. You can see it's just loaded up with pork. And on the other corner of the stall, you can see they've got like an entire like pig there, basically roasting there, cooking there. It looks absolutely delicious. Of course, first though, we gotta put some salsa. They have some red salsa here. I'm just gonna drizzle it right on top. And I think they have some pickled onions. All right, let's go ahead and go in for a big bite of this sandwich. All right, let's go ahead and give this sandwich a try. That has got to be the meatiest, porkiest sandwich I've ever had in my life. They've got so many cuts of meat in there. I mean, you've got normal white pork meat, right? But you've got darker pork meat, you've got fat, you got, I think, a little bit of like crispy bits, a little bit of like gelatin maybe. So there's a lot of cuts of meat going on in here. There's not just one cut of meat. I absolutely love that. You're getting a diversity in the texture that you're eating. The salsa's not really that spicy, which is good. The onions create a nice little crunch, but for me, what really stands out is the pork. I mean, that is so meaty. It's like the meatiest torta I've ever had in Mexico. Now, I would say that the bread is a little bit on the crunchy side, but the meat, that's what's really unique here. And the fact that it's not just all like pure melt in your mouth meat, that there's some sort of crunchy bits of the pork in there, sort of creates a different sort of texture contrast to it. But overall, the flavor is just super, super, super porky. It's really, really meaty. So if you love roasted pork, if you love roasted meat, this is like the absolute perfect meat for you. I mean, you can see all the different types of meat in there. So you can tell the different colors means that is a different part of the pig, which means that there's so much diversity in the type of meat they're putting inside the sandwich.
Muchas gracias, adios.
That has got to be, without a doubt, like one of the meatiest sandwiches I've ever had. Like, if you love pork, if you love any type of pork, roasted pork, braised pork, whatever it is, you're gonna love that sandwich. And the thing is, I can't tell you the price of that sandwich because he basically said, no, it's free. And I tried to pay, but he wouldn't accept my money. They're really nice, amazing, delicious food. It doesn't really get better than that. I mean, that meat is just, oh, it's so, so meaty. If you love that meat pork flavor, you're gonna love that stall. All right, let's go see what else we can get.
Dame uno de fresas con crema natural y azúcar. Gracias.
Next stop we've come to a place known as Fresa de Irapuato, and there's sort of takeaway. There's no place to actually sit there, so we've come to a little park, and what they sell are fresas, which are strawberries. But what they do a little bit unique is that they not only have strawberries, but they put it with some things. So you can do it with honey, you can do it with chantilly cream. I asked him what the most popular was, and he told me that the most popular was cream with sugar, which sounds absolutely delicious. Now, what I love about this is that although at first she just put the cream and sugar on the top, I was worried that I was gonna have to do the mixing. But she did this like weird technique where she was like sort of mixing in together by like sort of shifting the cup. I don't even really know what's going on, but looks absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and try out one of these strawberries. Oh, if you've never tried strawberries with cream and sugar, what are you doing with your life? Oh man, the cream, it's a nice little like milky sweet taste, but the sugar is sweet, but it also adds a crunch to the strawberries, which I did not even think about. Oh, that is absolutely delicious. The strawberries are already sweet on their own. They're super, super natural, really, really fresh, like most of the fruits here in Mexico. But that sugar, that coating of sugar on the outside adds a different texture to it, along with the delicious cream. Oh, that's so good. I mean, the cup itself was 25 pesos. That's so good for a full cup. I mean, there's a lot of strawberries in here. There's a lot of strawberries, a lot of cream, a lot of sugar. And it's just so fresh, so delicious, so good. It does not get better than that. That is absolutely delicious. Highly, highly recommend. And they're a really popular store. I mean, there's a very, very long line. Their fruits are fresh, their ingredients are good, and when put together, that combination is just perfect. Well, the sun has set. It's time to get some dinner. I am starving, so let's go ahead and find some food. All right, for dinner, we've come to a really, really popular place. It's known as Fonda Doña Juanita, and they've been around since 1976. That's a lot of years, so I'm very, very excited. Now, first off, I got a drink. Now, this is a very unique drink. This is cucumber and lemon, and when he told me that this is what was available, I knew I had to try it. Let's go ahead and give this a try. Ooh. Oh wow, that is the most refreshing drink ever. The cucumber, really nice and cool, obviously. The lemon isn't really sour, it's actually quite sweet. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, you gotta come and try that. Absolutely amazing. All right, now let's go for the food. We've gotten something called as a pambazo. Look at this. It actually kind of looks like a burger, but I have no clue what a pambazo is. But he recommended it, he said it was really good. I got it with chicken, and I mean, there's a lot of ingredients on here. The burger, I'm gonna call it the burger bread, which is soaked in sauce. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but let's go ahead and give this a try. This kind of reminds me of the burger I had in Turkey, in Istanbul, which was a wet burger, because this is a wet burger. It is messy. I mean, look at my hands. It's just soaked in that sauce. And it's not really that spicy either. It's just a lot of tomatoey sauce. The chicken is really nice and tender. Everything's crispy with the vegetables, the fresh vegetables, but it's really, really saucy. Really, really messy, but really, really good. I absolutely love the flavor on the bread. It's not just bread. I mean, because of the salsa, you've got a little bit of like a meaty, toasty texture with that sauce in. I'm gonna put some salsa on here because it's really not that spicy and I need my spice. So let's go ahead and put some salsa on top. All right, let's go ahead and give this a try. Now see, be careful what you wish for. That salsa is spicy. And wash that down with a little bit of that cucumber water. Oh, that's so refreshing. But the salsa is really, really spicy. You've got to put the salsa in. If you don't put the salsa in, there's no spice to the burger, which doesn't really like work very well. You need the spice from the salsa to mix in with all that oily sauce going on, and that's going to give you the perfect pambazo burger. But really, really good for 60 pesos. Absolutely worth it. Really, really delicious. All right, I'm gonna finish this up and then we'll go on to our next stop.
¿Qué le damos hoy?
¿Tienen de dulce?
Sí.
¿De guayaba?
Sí.
Sí, dame uno de guayaba, por favor.
¿Qué salsa verde? Otro de sobrada con rajas, con cochinita, prensado, rajas con queso.
Muchas gracias.
Final food of the day, we went to a little stall known as Doña Mary, and they sell tamales. But not only do they sell savory tamales, they also sell sweet tamales. So I had to go and get one of their sweet tamales. This one is guayaba flavored, so it's the guava flavor. I'm very curious to see what a sweet tamale looks like, because I can only imagine tamale doused with salsa, with chicken or pork on the inside, but sweet, not sure how it's gonna go. Let's go ahead and try this out. That works so well. It's almost like a steamed guava cake, but that's absolutely delicious. I never expected to have that flavor. It's actually quite crumbly on the inside. It's so crumbly that it's almost like a cake, like a carrot cake almost. You'd expect it to be sort of crumbly. On the inside, you've got like, you know, a bit of that guayaba. You got a bit of nuts as well that gives it a little bit of fragrance. But I never expected it to have this flavor. It works. It's so good. And when you think about tamale, you usually think a little bit more stickier, you know, but this is not as sticky. As I mentioned, it's a little bit crumblier, but it's cooked in the same style with the same sort of ingredients. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing an amazing job. I mean, that stall has a long line. They're super busy all the time, so I knew I had to try it. Trying one of the sweet ones, best decision ever. So good. I'm still in shock by how good this is. I never expected there to be a sweet tamale. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more food and travel videos. It has been an amazing food day here in Guanajuato, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.